What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at LEGO Marvel Superheroes set number 76057, Spider-Man Web Warriors Ultimate Bridge Battle. Wow, that is a lot of name right there. The set has 1,009... What am I talking about? 1,092 pieces. I was going to say 1,900 pieces, and it's really hot right now. I'm sorry. It's got 1,092 pieces and retails for $100. So, you know, that's not bad. You get a ton of minifigures in this set. You get 7 minifigs, and they're all pretty awesome. So let's take a look at the minifigures you actually get in this set. So we've got the Scorpion, we've got Kraven the Hunter, we've got a classic Green Goblin, we've got Aunt May, you've got Spider-Girl, you've got the Scarlet Spider, and of course Spider-Man himself. So that is a pretty incredible lineup. I have to say I'm not that familiar with Spider-Girl, and I actually don't like the Scarlet Spider at all, so I apologize, but that was kind of the comic book line, the whole Clone Saga, that actually took me out of comic books. I really did not like them, you know, trying to make it cool and fresh by kind of just, you know, getting rid of classic characters, and that's what I kind of felt they did with Ben Reilly and the Scarlet Spider, but that's a kind of tale for another time. A lot of you are probably too young to remember it anyway. Anyhow, so you get all these awesome minifigures, and you get this huge, beautifully built bridge with a taxi and all kinds of action features and things like that. So really, really exciting stuff. We can take a look at the back of the box here. I apologize. It's really, really a large box, so it's hard to get it all in the in the camera here. So you got the bridge, which stretches out for quite a ways here. You got a couple of, you know, a couple of big chunks of property to kind of mess around and play with. It includes what looks like a very similar design to the Hulk polybag that came out a couple of years ago, or maybe a year ago. I don't remember, but it was a little while ago that had the little ATV that the Hulk could like tear in half and kind of hold on to. So that's pretty cool. Popping up here, we've got. And I'll zoom in a little bit, see if I can. I'll just pick up the camera. In here, we've got a little hideaway with some treasure. And you can see there's another side to it. There's all kinds of like maps and things like that. Cool stuff, like the little villain hideout, which looks pretty cool. You, of course, have a little collapsing bridge part here, which I guess leads to this little spiderweb trap with a camera stuck onto the web, which is absolutely awesome. And down here, we've got even more. We've got, you know, a catapult. We've got Kraven's little getaway vehicle. We got webbing flying down. You've got Spider-Man jumping off of the top of the bridge here. You know, flick fire missiles, of course. Exploding street signs. Exploding bridge, you know, like dividers. You know, all kinds of stuff. Web dropping down. You've got I don't even know what's going on here. Looks like exploding walls. My gosh, there's a lot going on in this set, and I'm really excited about it. Really looking forward to putting it together. And of course, you do get more of these little flame pieces that we've seen in several of the Spider-Man sets already. So you're going to end up with a ton of these little flame pieces, which is actually really, really cool. That they're kind of, you know, carrying it through all of the different sets to kind of just give you a huge amount of those little flame effect pieces. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get this box open. We're going to check out the contents of this set. Alright guys, so inside the box here, we've got, let me just pull it sort of off camera, I guess. We've got bag number 1. It looks like we've got Spider-Man and Green Goblin in this set. Here you can see the very nicely reused Ghost Rider head, except this time it's a pumpkin with the flame effects for use with Green Goblin. Of course, his famous pumpkin bombs. Very, very cool. Two-tone legs on Green Goblin, not on Spider-Man. Again, that's kind of a bummer, a missed opportunity, but that's all right. We're going to keep... I guess let's just do it like this. Come on. Who am I trying to kid? I'm not fancy. So yeah, we've got the instruction book. It's nice. It's one book. It's nice and thick bound book, wrapped in plastic to keep it safe. You've also got the comic book behind here, and of course the rather large sticker sheet. But it looks pretty cool. I do like all the little nods to the comics and things like that. You know, who is the clone? Yeah, no, thank you for that. But there it is. So you've got the instruction book there. Let's see, we got, that's bag number 7. Where's bag number 2? There, here we go. Bag number 2 looks like just chunks of the bridge itself. Looks like maybe Kraven the Hunter is inside this bag as well. You've got 2 nice flat pieces, so you can tell the bridge is at least going to be this long, and probably, you know, of course, even longer because you've got, you know, action features in between these parts. So you're looking at a fairly sizable set right here. So that's pretty cool. You got 2 of those in just standard black. Bag number 3 is just some Technic pieces and some plates. Bag number 4, where are you? Bag 4 looks like just more gray. I don't see any minifigure parts in here. Yeah, it looks like some of the pieces for some of the traps and things like that. So, bag number 4 right there. Bag number 5 looks like maybe it creates the taxi here, and of course you've got Scorpion in there as well. Let's see if I can spot his tail. Yeah, there's the tail piece. Looking really cool. And it's not actually just one solid bit, it appears. It actually is just regular, you know, regular Lego brick grip inside here, so it obviously plugs onto a backpack of sorts. So that's good to know, so you can utilize that in other builds if you wanted to. Here's bag 5. Bag number 6 has some of the webbing in it, as well as yeah, Scarlet Spider. So you got that going on, some more traps and things like that. You got some web in there. Pretty cool. Bag number 7 looks like kind of more of the same, obviously, definitely. Yeah, street signs and things like that. Just a bunch of parts. That's what everything is here. It's a bunch of parts. And of course, you've got Spider-Woman, and even more web. You've got these types of webs, the new web piece here, and just kind of the finishing touches on the set itself. So, really cool. So, oh wait, that's bag 3. Wait, what? Oh, I guess there's 2 bags. I thought this was bag 8. I didn't even pay attention. I guess that's 2 bags for 3. Alright, so not finishing touches, like really early stuff. Alright, well, so you've got a total of 8 bags spread across 7 numbers, if that makes sense. 7 steps, I guess, would be the best way to put it. Sorry about the shaky cam. I'm just trying to adjust everything here. So there you go, guys. That is the contents of the box. Looks like quite a bit of bricks here, and I'm really excited to get this started. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys as soon as it's finished. Okay, guys, Spider-Man Web Warriors Ultimate Bridge Battle of the 3rd Return of the King Excelsior. So here is the set. And like we always do, we're going to take a look at the minifigures first. You get 7 in this set because awesome. So we're going to start over here with the Spider people, I should say. So sorry, Spider-Girl. So you do get Spider-Man in this set here, and it is just Spider-Man. It's the same Spider-Man you've seen in many sets now. But that's okay. It's still a perfectly serviceable Spider-Man. I would still love to have at least the red little booties on here, but that's okay. I'm not gonna be upset about it. But I would like to see just a little bit, just a little change here. But you do get one of these Spider-Mans, and that's really all there is to say about that. Next up, we've got Spider-Girl. or Spider-Woman. I don't know. Like I've never actually seen the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. Full disclosure, which is what this set is based on. I honestly didn't even know that until my brother told me. So I just thought it was like a cool set with all different Spider-Man characters in it. So, you know, but Spider-Girl is an awesome character. I don't know what she's like in the show, but here she is, and you can see she's got some hair going on here, which will pop off just to show you the rest of the figure. So you can see very nice printing on the torso there, and again on the back. She's got really like weird, like, yeah, like the legs kind of wrap around her entire body. She's got little white gloves, which is kind of weird, but I think in the comic the gloves actually like go up her arms and things like that, so that's cool. And you know, the hair works. It's a little weird costume design overall, just with the hair sticking out, but that's okay. I like it. It's a nice minifigure. Next up is Ben Reilly, aka the Scarlet Spider. He's got the same exact head as Spider-Girl, so the same head print. He's got some printing on his torso as well, and this nice little blue hood, just like so. Again, not a fan of the Ben Reilly character, but that's okay. It's still a nice minifigure overall. It's got the little weird blue hoodie. And hood printed on there in case you don't want to have the piece there. He's got his little utility belt and just the spider symbol just printed on the side of the hoodie in a very 90s fashion. He's also got the web bracelets on there as well. And that's pretty much all there is to Ben Reilly here. But yeah, so that's the Scarlet Spider. Even though he's blue. I mean, he's mostly red, but there's a lot of blue. Anyway, I'm going to stop just cranking about them. So let's check out Aunt May. Now, this is a very comic booky Aunt May. And a little, I mean, it's fine. It's a little bit disappointing. She's just reusing a torso from the City line that we've seen so many times. We've actually probably seen this torso more than we've seen that Spider-Man minifigure. In fact, this whole like setup with the gray legs as well, I feel like we've seen that a ton of times, especially in like the Winter Village and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I'm a little disappointed with that. I would have liked to see at least something different about this, but it does work for Aunt May. I'm not gonna say it doesn't work for the character, but I just would have liked to see something new. But she has a double-sided head, as well as this nice little gray bun piece. So you can turn her around and see she's just got like a loving, caring face, telling Peter all about, you know, how to live responsibly, etc., etc. So there is Aunt May. Now let's check out probably the best part of this lineup here, which is the villains. So we're going to start over here with Kraven the Hunter. And he comes with like this brick-built sort of hunting rifle. I don't know if they tried to make it look less like a hunting rifle, but still like a hunting rifle. I'm not really sure. But I mean, they did a nice job with it. Overall, it's, you know, it gets the idea across. It's got a you know, wood in the stock, and then, you know, the barrel, of course. But yeah, I mean, you know, whatever, it's fine. It works. But then Kraven the Hunter himself is just beautifully done. I absolutely love that printing all over his body. You got the lion head vest, the lion head vest. You've got, you know, the zebra belt, and then the, you know, the leopard print pants. They don't go onto the side, which is kind of annoying, and there's no printing on the arms, which I would like to see maybe some printing on the arms, but it's not that terrible a deal. He does have a double-sided head, and I'll show you. It's hard to tell, like, he almost looks as though he's the same character as it might be the same head print as Vincent D'Onofrio in Jurassic World, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so I don't want to just say it outright. but it does look kind of that way. And of course he does have printing on the back of his torso as well, and this sweet fur collar also. That's so so cool. And yeah, Kraven the Hunter. I love this character in general, and it's great to finally have a minifigure of him. So there he is. Next up, we have Scorpion. So here is Scorpion. I do like the Scorpion. I remember Scorpion. He was in a lot of the Spider-Man comics that I used to read. Scorpion and Electro were always hanging around doing some sinister nonsense. And this I think captures the character very nicely, with the just kind of green outfit with the stripes, those weird goggle eyes, and you know, the printing goes around to the back of his head, and I believe it's printed on the back of his torso as well. Yeah, so you can kind of see the printing back there. There's nothing super interesting that I'm going to take this neck piece off, but you guys get the idea. And then the Scorpion tail piece, of course. It's just solid plastic. It would have been maybe a little nicer if it was more like rubbery, just so it kind of didn't get in the way as much. But you can see it's just, you know, it just attaches to his back. There's a little claw up there, a little stinger, like so. And the only problem with this is it does tend to make him back heavy, so he does have a hard time just standing up straight when he's in it. So you do have to kind of, you know, hunch him over a little bit to get him to stand, and you may even have to hunch him over a little bit more, or just, you know, put him on studs, which is fine too. Yeah, just put him on studs. But I mean, overall, it's a really cool minifig. It just, you know, has a little bit of a hard time standing up with that big sting, but I guess it kind of works because he's hunched over, but it looks more like he's about to sting somebody, I guess. So you got that. That's pretty cool. And last but certainly not least, and I'll just do him with the glider as well, just as all kind of one big thing. You do get Green Goblin. Let's do the glider really quickly first. It's a very, very simple build, very basic. You got some flames coming out of the back here. It's very similar to the Hobgoblin glider in the Ghost Rider set. He's got some flick fire missiles here as well. But the good thing is you can easily just take those off if you just want the clean glider to go with. And you know, it's fine. It's got some horns up here again, just like the Hobgoblin glider. And nice little splash of purple in there, just keep with the theme of Green Goblin. And here's Green Goblin himself, looking really, really cool. He's got a pumpkin bomb here, using the same head as Ghost Rider, just with a pumpkin face on there. So that's really, really neat. I like that. It's cool, cool. He's got his little pumpkin bomb bag, and very, very nice printing on this guy. All the way around, you can see printing on the arms, the printing on his back. Just really, really nicely done job overall. And he's got that really menacing head face print, which I believe he does have a double-sided. Yeah, he's got like more of an angry face here on the back, but I don't know. I think this just yells Green Goblin so perfectly. I just love this face print. And I just love the way this minifigure looks. I think it's absolutely, absolutely perfect. The two-tone legs and the weird little onesie he's wearing. You know, it's pretty much perfect. Actually, like honestly, I think this minifigure is basically as good as you could get for the Green Goblin. Remember, guys, consummate V's. Consummate V's. So yeah, those are the minifigs in this set. Let's move on to the set proper, and it's a big one with a lot of features. So it's gonna be a heck of a review. So let's check it out. So here's the set itself, and you know what? Honestly, it looks a bit smaller on camera than it actually is. I mean, this is a very large set, and I mean, you should be able to pretty well tell by just sticking a minifigure up on here. This is a pretty sizable set going on here, and I do apologize. This camera's a little shaky. I have to hold it in my hand because Oh, quite frankly, this right here is the edge of my table, so I'm not able to actually fit the entire thing on here. But I'm going to show you guys the entire set as one, just one solid unit from here, and then I'll probably just put the camera down and just kind of go over it section by section, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll use our regular Spider-Man figure as kind of the your tour guide here. So we start off underneath down here. We'll go over on this side first. So down here we have the first of the like pylons for this bridge here, and you can see there's a little ladder here. You can swing this up, and inside there's actually, well, I just stuck this garbage can in there. It's not where it goes. It doesn't really have a designated spot. Get out here. Come on. Get out. I'm breaking everything. Just breaking everything. Alright, so you've got the garbage can here. It's normally empty. I just stuck inside. I stuck the extra little hand bits in here for the spider webs and stuff like that. So it's a good way to just store them and keep them out of the way, because you do get extras in the set. So just kind of stuck them in that little green garbage can, and you can put this wherever you like. There's no designated spot for it, so just get that. But inside here, you do get some cool stuff. So you've got a little readout here where it's like showing you Spider-Man's location, because it's Kraven's little hideout, and he's gonna sneak up on Spidey. And you can see over here there's a little area where you can store his gun right here, and he's got also a nice spear as well, so that's really cool. And on the other side of this, on the other side here, you've got this little breakaway wall, so you can just pull this right out and stick this guy here. I don't know why they didn't make two of these, because it's got the same kind of entrance on the other side, so you could have easily had a wall on both sides. But you can take this little box out, and inside you've just got some diamonds in there. So that's pretty cool. He's got a little treasure that he's hiding from Spidey, little blood diamonds from Africa or whatever. Yeah, so that's Kraven's little hideout. So let's drop our camera. Let's knock over the camera. And let's just stick Kraven down in there for now. And he'll just be hiding out. You can kind of tell it's Kraven's hideout because there's that little there's actually like little foliage there. So he's hiding down in there. So you got that going on. Let's move this out of the way. There you go. Just like so. Another really cool thing to point out is, I don't know if you guys can see, but there are like open studs intentionally placed all over this model. And it's just so cool because you can attach webbing and stuff to all of these little points. Like you've got all these little half webs that I stuck together to make one large like web net, but you can stick those in the little holes and really really get some awesome play in there, and that's cool. That's a cool thing I'll show you guys later. But let's move on to the other sort of bridge support here. That's over on this side, and you actually can access that via the other side here. So we'll go into sort of this whole thing here. So you've actually got a this little trap door up on top. You can kind of see the trap door a bit here. So let's grab Scorpion. He'll be our guinea pig. And if you pull this out, you can see that Scorpion has now disappeared and is now underneath in a web trap. So you can of course open this webbing up as a doorway, and inside you can even see there's a little camera back there, so Spidey can actually take a shot for the Daily Bugle while this guy is stuck inside this web trap, and he can't escape. Also underneath you can kind of see all these different posters and things like that. Some just really cool designs, little shout outs to the comics and the cartoons and things like that, and just the mythos of Spider-Man. I'm not going to go over them all too much, but they're really cool additions. I didn't add all the stickers to this set. There's a bunch of stickers for the roadway here to kind of indicate cracks and you know, just tire tracks and things like that. I didn't add those just in case I want to use this as like a legit bridge at any point in the future. But yeah, it's got all kinds of cool little designs with those stickers. The hunt is on. Who is the clone? But yeah, really cool designs. So those are the two supports for the bridge. Now moving along to the front of the bridge, you can actually see the really interesting design elements that went into this. So the end of the bridge is of course torn off. The cool thing is you can actually come in here. If you were to lift these two pieces, you could just take the broken parts of the bridge right off, and then you just have like a solid cut here where you could, if you wanted to, attach another one of these sets and just kind of have them back to back. And believe me, if I had the disposable income for it, I totally would probably do that because it's a really cool set, and it's a really nice looking bridge overall. But they did a really nice job showing like this bit here acting like a chunk of rebar, and then you know the cement supports and structure of the bridge, and this might even be like a water pipe or something like that. Just you know, all like sticking out haphazardly from the end where it was broken off. It's a really cool design element, and I really think they did a great job on that. So you also get a couple more of these fire pieces, which is really cool. It's nice to have more of these in like every set. I think that's a really neat option, so you can have, you know, Ghost Rider streak down the bridge here and just leave a trail of those fires everywhere. Just a really cool design. So here on the front end, we've got a couple of different things here. So you have a catapult, which, you know, for whatever you can do, you know, stick your superhero on here and just have them, I guess, fly, whatever. There's no super jumper in this set, interesting enough. Yeah, but you can kind of have that going on. What I like to kind of do is actually take this little taxi cab, which I'll get into in just a moment, but you can kind of put this on here and just have it sort of like teetering on the edge. You can kind of hook it on there, just kind of have it as, you know, this thing's like, you know, just about to fall off the edge here, and that's really cool. And then you can of course, you know, web it and pull it back on. So just some cool stuff you could do with this. You could also use it to throw pumpkin bombs. You could use it to throw, you know, the fires if you wanted to. Whatever floats your boat. You know, it just occurred to me I grabbed one of the wrong flames, because this is the flame from the Ghost Rider set. This is the flame from this. They're using, this one's using the dark orange, like neon color, and this one's using just the clear sort of orangey yellow. So, interesting. So they are different colors, so that's not, I mean, it's not a big deal to me, but whatever. Also in this little section here, you've got this the road sign here showing, you know, north to the Daily Bugle and, you know, this way to the airport and stuff. You can of course smash through that signpost and it'll just break apart like that. So that's another cool thing. You just put it back together, and it's just a neat little addition to it. Further along here, right here at the midsection of the bridge, we've got our taxi cab, which is it's very square. First of all, it's a very square taxi. The end of it is like kind of tapered off. This is just like a straight up square. It's a very weird design aesthetic to me. You open it up, you can see there's a fare in there, there's a little radio, but only enough room for one person. So you got a driver and that's it. So it's a little strange. I would have liked to see maybe a little more effort put into the taxi. Even if they just didn't design the back end like this, you could have fit another minifigure just in the back, I think. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the taxi, but it's fine. It gets the job done for what it is. And what it is a means to use this really cool feature here. So you got the taxi. It's careening out of control because I don't know. Whatever, there's fire here, whatever, and it smashes into the side of the bridge and breaks the bridge apart. But oh no, here we go. There's suddenly a web in place to catch this taxi before it goes too far off the side. So that's a really, really cool feature. They added the little webbing there. So it really does look like Spider-Man just suddenly whipped this little like web bit here to kind of save the taxi. And there's a little bit of chain back here just to make sure that this piece only goes out so far, so you can still have this kind of platform in place. So that's just really cool, and that's a really, really nice feature, and it closes up very nicely and basically looks like just a part of the bridge. You have this one like little weird design bit here, but it blends in well enough. Now, going further back here, we'll check out some more of the features. Okay, so checking out these other bits further back here. So you've got a couple of features going on here. So you can see, first of all, this little sticker that says 1962, indicating the first year that Spider-Man was on the scene. That's pretty awesome. You've got another little web here that you can use to flip out and, you know, catch somebody or just crawl on it, whatever you want to do. So that's really, really cool. You've got a couple of features here. So we've got these little knobs back here that you can actually use to flip out and bring out some traffic lights, which I think is a really cool touch. Let's see if we can't. Yeah, it's gonna be a little hard to see. Let's see. There we go. And we'll just move these out of the way. So you've got these traffic lights going out here. So you got that. That's pretty cool. So you can flip that. It's green. Flip that. It's red. And there's green and red on the opposite sides. So, you know, if you were to extend the bridge out, you could even have more. You know, you could have traffic lights on both sides and kind of, you know, get that all going. So that's pretty cool. Another thing you can do with those knobs, of course, is these little chunks of the wall here. If you were to move the knob the other way, you can smash those out. So that's really cool, and it's just like the airport battle. It works very much the same way. So you got these bits that kind of just go together like so, and you can just stick them in here. And it's the exact same on both sides. So both sides will have the breakaway walls. So you can have your supervillain, you know, smash through the side of the bridge, or throw cars through the side of the bridge, or whatever you want to do. Just making all kinds of destruction. And then, of course, you know, the chunks of the bridge can be, you know, rescued via the webbing, or you can even use the webbing to pull the bridge apart. So that's really cool. A really nice addition to the play features in this set. Now there's another play feature here, which I want to show you guys. So you can actually kind of see it. There's a little bit of web right up there. So we'll take Green Goblin here. Whoops. All right. Let me just set this up for you. So here's Green Goblin. He's like, "You're out, Spider-Man." And then Spider-Man goes, "You're the one that's out, Gobby. Out of your mind." And so you can actually press on, there's a little Green Goblin flag up here. And if you press down on the flag, you'll totally miss. But it does release this webbing, basically just this web net. And it can just, you know, come down right in the middle or go off to the side, depending on how it's packed in there. But then it, you know, comes down and traps whoever's underneath it. So that's a really cool little play feature. Also, you can see up here, there's some bird nests with some eggs. It's a little bit hollow up top because of all the play features that are installed up there. So you just, you know, you just don't look up there. But then you can stick Spidey up here, and I guess this is maybe why they don't have the super jumper, because they have it kind of, I guess, pre-installed. So there's a little plunger back here you can use to knock Spidey off. Yeah, I don't know exactly what that's about. Actually, I think I do, because what they actually showed in the instruction book was Spider-Man is here, and then they stuck the web like back here or something like that. And then if you do this, you get Spidey, who is now jumping off the bridge to web swing somewhere, which is actually really cool. So that's, I think, all of the different play features in this set. My gosh, there's a lot, and it is a large set, as I said. So yeah, I highly recommend this set. The minifigures are amazing. The set itself is really nice looking. It was an enjoyable build. And so many play features, so much play value in this one set. It's absolutely, like, incredible, like, what they packed into this one set. And again, like I said, if I could afford 2 of them, I would totally buy 2 of them. So just food for thought, but yeah, totally recommending this set. It's great. I love it. It's the largest set in the Spider-Man line this year. So if you can, go out and grab it. If you can't, maybe ask for it for Christmas or whatever holiday. It's a really, really fun set and a really nice display piece as well. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. I know it was a long... Oh, wait a minute. No, I didn't... we're not done yet. This little thing here, it's a throwaway. It's a little police ATV. It looks more like a remote control toy. You can just roll it, whatever. It's got little handcuffs and a little radio on the back, just I don't know for what reason. But the main gimmick of this is that you can snap it in half because it has just this little friction pin holding it together. So you can just snap it in half and have it break, and then, you know, one of your supervillains or superheroes even can just, you know, grab it and swing it around, use it as a weapon or whatever, or save it from falling, etc., etc. So yeah. That's the last thing I wanted to mention. It's really small and easily forgettable, which is why I didn't remember it. Easily the weakest part of the set. But you get a ton of webs. You get 2 of these string webs. You get 2 of these webs. You get a bunch of the like web, like, you know, big spider web things. These pieces down here. You get a bunch of those. So yeah, really, really cool. So that is officially going to do it for this review. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the review, I know it was a long one, hit that like button and, you know, help me out, spread the word about my channel to other people. And, yeah, in the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.